Hello, pile number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing how are you perceived through your social media or what you post online, what you put out there. So that's a reading. I hope this is an interesting topic for you guys. Let me know your feedback in the comments and give me similar sort of ideas also that I can do in the future. I'm remembering I posted a video on content consumption. Yeah, I did a reading on that for my members, so if you're interested you can watch that. It's kind of similar to the topic today, but that's more of a guidance based reading. So if you're interested you can join. Let's start your reading. Pulled a lot of cards today. So here we have letter number 27. The numbers could be significant. I'll add cards as we go along. You also got enemy. I'm starting out with messages for you that are based on what you actually post, so you can watch that portion. If it resonates with what you actually post, you can watch the rest of the reading. I will move into messages about how you're being perceived or how you're perceived in general. We have letter again, number 15. This is the first card I pulled, and then when I used this deck the letter came out. Actually this card came out. We have the book here, number 26, and a bunch of other cards fell out and letter was there, so I kept it. And also this card did make me think of the letter itself. Okay, it's connected to the written word. So the letter has come out twice here. We have the book also. Should I add more? I don't know. Let's start. So what I'm seeing here for you, pile number one, what do you actually post? I think you could post quite a bit about your thoughts. You could post your you might write, with the Insta or whatever, you can write there. So perhaps you're writing something. Even on Insta we do have the threads option now where people write stuff. They share their thoughts. You could be popular, let's say, or more active on something like X or Twitter, somewhere where people write their thoughts. So that's a strong message I'm getting with this pile. Written word, sharing your thoughts. You could have enemies. People might not agree with you. You could be a polarizing figure, someone who's not the most likable, or people might not approve of the messages, or something about animosity that I'm picking up here. You could have haters, or even if you don't post, let's say, post too much, you're just active on Insta and you post a little bit of, like, you repost a few things here and there where it's more political or something about philosophy, something about stuff that you believe in. Maybe some people look at that and they don't like you, so perhaps people could follow you, spy on you. Maybe there's something about spying, or people disliking you, haters, that sort of energy also I'm getting. But overall I see a person who shares their thoughts and knowledge. It's not just limited to, let's say, a person who's posting their own selfies and pictures. That's not what I'm getting. This pile is more philosophical, more intellectual. There's a desire to connect with people, to share your thoughts, to get a discussion going and have your own input. Some of you could be sharing your political thoughts or wanting to, maybe you have a community, something like that, because we do have the king here, King of Pentacles energy. So perhaps you could have a following, you could have a group or community, something like that. Maybe a book club, or if it's not something about sharing your thoughts, it's about knowledge in one way or another. So maybe a person who's really into history, they post about history, or something about knowledge and wisdom. Maybe you're guiding people, you're sharing some sort of knowledge, people learn from you. You could have a following. So it depends. It could be it can go either way. A person who's sharing something more personal, or a person who's educating, sharing some sort of knowledge with the masses. Let's keep going. Here we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. We have the lamb with earth element. For nakshatras you got Mrigashira and Vishakha. This falls, I think there's some Gemini, but maybe a little bit of Taurus also in this. And Vishakha is 75% in Libra and 25% in Scorpio. So I'm getting, two different sets of energies. A person who's more innocent, timid, someone that people really like, likable person. There's an innocence to help people, to guide people, to share some sort of knowledge. And then there's this other figure who's slightly more polarizing, more controversial, that people don't like. So I think a bunch of people picking this pile. Some people might like you, some people might not like you. You might be thinking, oh, I'm not a polarizing person, I'm only sharing knowledge, I'm only trying to help people. Then that energy is also here. Three of Cups being in reverse tells me that you're not here, or your posts or whatever that you post on social media is not just about fun and games. It's slightly more serious than that. It's more significant than that. It's not about posting a selfie, posting your stuff about your life, and connecting with your friends or making friends or being popular, having fame. It's not that energy. You're seeking something, you're trying to connect with people on an intellectual level. Vishakha also shows a person who can be, there's a duality here. So those of you, maybe you do post more social things, your pictures, if you've gone on a vacation, something like that, but there's a desire to branch out. So certain things might be very likable, easygoing, simple, and then there's other stuff that's hard to digest perhaps. So there's a bit of this duality I'm picking up here. Take the message as it resonates. We'll move more into how you're being perceived now. Let's create some space. Actually, let's just keep these two here together. Okay, so messages for how you're perceived through your social media. We have here Sun in Aquarius, idealism. We have Moon in Libra, companionship. So I'm getting community building here. People, like-minded people coming together, forming a community. This is more idealistic also, again, philosophical. Okay, collective consciousness. These are the terms I'm thinking of. It's about educating the masses, making them more aware, self-aware, or to wake them up, or that sort of a thing I'm getting. Okay, Sun and then Saturn. So Sun is the light, bringing light to something that's important, and Aquarius is about connecting to people through online means, or having some sort of a group or a community. People come together, they connect. It's that energy. Even Libra is that trine of the air element where we connect with people. Masses. This is that energy of masses, having a following. You could be some sort of a leader with Sun coming out. People listen to you, they follow you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Let's look at more cards here. We have the cartographer, crossroads, exploration. So see, there's a desire to connect with a large group of people and to have more of like a global sort of a message. You could be someone where you connect with people from abroad, far away places, and this could even be connected to geopolitics or something more international, something more, it's more broad-minded. It's not something like a small tiny thing. It's not just you going on a vacation posting that. It's something significant that affects people on a human level. So there's just this energy of expansion. There's this energy of a lot of people could look at you and feel like, wow, this person is making use of social media to actually do something. And this person, maybe there's some job or something connected with this. Maybe you could be an influencer. It's something slightly more serious is what I'm getting. It's not like just regular posting something on social media. You could have a voice, you could have an audience, people could listen to you, or people take notice of you. You could post something about news or something that's beyond just your own borders or like a tiny place where you come from. It's something bigger than that. We have Capricorn and Scorpio. So Capricorn is connected with our 10th house of career. That's why I'm saying maybe some of you, there's some work related element here. With Scorpio, it speaks about transformation. So a powerhouse, this is how you're perceived. You could be perceived as a radical person by a lot of people. You could be someone who's considered controversial, not the most likable. You could speak about perhaps occult, tarot, something like that as well, like pseudoscience, that people say it's pseudoscience, and you could be very passionate about what you post. There's a purpose behind it, there's a meaning behind it, there's something more serious. It's not just surface level, and both are slightly more difficult sort of energy. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Both are malefic planets. What does it mean? It means people who speak about difficult things. It's not all sunshine, flowers, and roses with you. Whatever you post, it's serious stuff, you can say. And you take it seriously, you take it on as a responsibility. So a lot of people might be turned off by that, or they might think that you're a very serious sort of a person. Though you could look like a sweet, gentle person. Either if you look like this lamb, okay, people might be surprised by what you post. It's unexpected. Or people could just see, oh, there's a fire inside pile number 1. There's this fierceness inside pile number 1. And people could feel you take things too seriously as well. Though a lot of people could admire you, they could feel intimidated by you. They also see that you're very serious about what you post. You're a passionate person. You want to bring people together. You're a natural leader. And there's a thirst for knowledge, desire to learn and grow. This is how people perceive you. Let's add more cards. We have the 6th house. So you talk about challenging stuff. 6th house is about challenges, difficult things. You could be, some of you, it does not have to be super serious like political. Even maybe you could be posting something about, let's say, yoga, meditation, dieting, working out, physical strength, being more masculine. If you're a guy, maybe you could post something about that. If you're a female, maybe you're talking about spirituality, feminine energy, all those things. So there's this level of wisdom also that I'm picking up here with this pile. And something where you dedicate a lot of time and effort to it. So people could look at you and feel like, wow, this person puts in so much effort. I could never do that. And this person has turned their social media into a business or a profession. And that could be something they admire. A lot of people could feel envy or jealousy towards you. Like I said, haters. You could have an audience. That's why I'm saying. Because if you have an audience, you will have haters as well. This is what I'm picking up. We have here truth and true offering. So you seem, your reputation is really good. Pile number 1, whoever watches you, they take you seriously. They also feel that you're very serious about what you're saying. You come across as a truthful, reliable person. You can read these if you want to. Maybe there's a message here for you. I'm noticing the birds, so I feel like, yes, your voice is important. People notice you. And see here, 2 birds, then 3 birds. So bird, we connect birds with conversation, communication, voice, speech. So people notice you. Whatever you say, people take seriously, and you have a voice. You have an influence. Okay, and you can connect with like-minded people. You can have a conversation. You can learn from your followers also. There could be a camaraderie. There could be a friendship also here. And it's like your opinion matters. That's the energy I'm getting. And whatever you're doing, you are doing with a sense of purpose. You're doing it with a sense of integrity. So that's why it seems like a true offering. You're being very truthful and honest. You could even be considered a blunt person. A person who doesn't lie. Integrity is very important to you. These are the things. We have Black Panther, passion. Follow your passion. So see, you're doing something that calls to you. You're not doing it for money, fame, or any other reason. You're genuine. You come across as a genuine person, very passionate, fiery. This is how you're being perceived. All the cards are similar energy. This is very much like the Scorpio energy here. Passionate person. And you know what you're talking about. You've done the research. And you put in the effort. Okay? And see, you could create a reaction also from people. A lot of people might not like this. Okay? They might be opposed to what you're saying. Finish the reading off. We've pulled some tarot. We have Page of Wands. We have Temperance in reverse. We have 4 of Coins followed by Ace of Coins. They came out together, so I kept them both. So you could be someone who's bringing light to matters that have been forgotten or people don't pay attention to it. You could be speaking about people who are downtrodden, stuck, struggling somewhere in their life. Four of Coins speaks about people without resources, people who need help, people who are stuck, and you could bring opportunities to them. You could be someone who could also give ideas to people. You could motivate them. You could be a motivational speaker perhaps, and you make people understand their potential. You make people you inspire people to take more risk, to put in effort, to become more hardworking. It's reminding me of what's his name, Goggins, something, David Goggins, or I don't know what his name is, but he has that sort of a profile or work where he used to be, I think, a Navy SEAL, and it's very much of the sixth house energy. He works out, he runs a lot, he does marathons and stuff. He inspires people to take care of their body, work hard, look for challenges. It's that energy. Temperance here in reverse speaks about things that have not been healed, so you're bringing light to that. Okay, so you bring a bit of this fire in people. You inspire them to move, to take action, heal what's not been healed, help people who are struggling, provide them with some resources perhaps, and basically you are opening up people's eyes. It's like you're asking people to raise their standards, a bit of that energy, motivating them, bringing a positive influence on people. And it's more about taking action than sitting with it or being passive. It's very active energy that I'm getting, masculine energy to a certain extent. Inspiring people to understand their potential, to realize their potential, and basically for people to wake up. So overall, how you're perceived through your social media is perhaps like an activist or an influencer or a leader or a person who takes a very active approach in how they use social media, or a person who makes waves, person who ruffles some feathers, person who's opinionated and not afraid to create a reaction, a person who's polarizing. So very opinionated person, fiery person, this is how you're perceived. Okay, and it's more beyond just your looks. It's more about your mind. So people get to know you, they get a peek inside your psyche and who you are as a person, your personality, through your social media. And it's quite vibrant, it's quite perhaps in the public eye, or people notice you. You could definitely generate a following. So people could have a lot of preconceived notions also about you, misconceptions about you, pile number one. So this is what I'm getting. This could even be your potential if you feel like, oh, I don't post anything, or this could be the future energy also. So if there's a spark inside you, you want to post, you should pursue that. Okay, it could be fruitful. Ace of Coins is about investing into something new, new beginnings. So you can try that out. Okay, so that was the reading. I hope this resonated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like my videos, you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. You can watch the videos for longer. You can subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all of that. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Keep manifesting, keep leveling up. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading today. Today I'm doing how people perceive you through your social media or what you post online. Okay, so that's the topic for today. If you like it, if you find it interesting, you can give me some suggestions also for future videos and leave some feedback down in the comments. Speaking of social media, I remember I did a video a few days back on content consumption. So if any of you are interested in that, you can join my membership. You'll find it there. So that's more guidance based. Today's reading is more about, let's say, your personality. So we'll start the reading. Okay, I've pulled a lot of cards today. So let's see how it goes. We're starting with this card. You pulled the Fox number 14. This could be significant. Always pay attention to the numbers. I'll take a few of these, then we'll go over the rest. So here we have the Sweetheart. We have Lightning, number 43. Okay, I'll add these in a bit. Let's start the reading. So how you're perceived? One message I'm getting right off the bat, pile number 2, you could be someone who's good looking or you like getting dressed up. I see a lot of females perhaps picking this pile, or if you're a masculine energy person, you could be really into your looks in a good way. You might like clicking pictures of yourself, you might like posting your own self. Some of you could have definitely Chitra Nakshatra. I've noticed no matter the gender, people who have Chitra Nakshatra, they love clicking pictures of themselves, and naturally they would be more inclined to post them as well. So with pile number 2, I see people who look nice, they get dressed up, you like going out, you like dressing up, and you like posting those pictures. So there's a bit of this getting ready. Some of you could be fashion content creators perhaps, or something with beauty, fashion, something like that. Modeling perhaps. One way or another, you're looking nice and you're posting those pictures. You look very polished, put together, beautiful, elegant. A lot of the people picking this pile, you could be naturally good looking as well. Okay? And you could naturally be perhaps extroverted. You tend to go out a lot. You tend to click pictures naturally. So you have pictures, you post them. Okay? So that's one message I'm getting. Pile number 1 was more specific to a person having some sort of influence. And it was more about sharing their thoughts. So apps like Twitter is what I was picking up, Twitter threads. With this pile, I'm getting more of Snapchat, Instagram, where you can post yourself, your face, your body, your looks, your images. It's more about the branding in a way. And naturally, if I'm picking up this energy, there could be people here who are into fashion, who are into beauty, modeling, stuff like that. Okay, I'm not saying every person picking this pile will be a model. So yeah, keep that in mind. But I'm seeing a person who goes out, has fun, captures those memories and likes to post those memories. And person who looks good also. You could naturally gain a following or a bunch of followers, subscribers based on just your looks. So you look nice, you dress nice, you post your pictures, bunch of people follow you just for your fashion and your looks. Okay, let's add more cards. Here we have the Father of Cups. This is the King of Cups. We have 4 of Swords with this Lamb. Lamb also came out in pile number 1. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, little bird nest. We have the Wolf. Wolf is connected with pack energy. So you could be someone where you post a lot of pictures with your friends or the people that you go out. There's maybe a crowd around you. I'm getting this energy of person out and about in the public, or there's people around you. You're spending time with family, friends, maybe your partner, because we do have here romance also. I was noticing it was sitting on the side. We have Venus in Taurus, romance. So perhaps with your partner, you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a spouse. You go out with them, you dress up, you go on dates, so you post those pictures. I feel like you might not share your thoughts too much. Pile number 2, you could be someone who maybe does not put a caption underneath your picture. Maybe you just put emojis or stuff like that. I get this energy of a man or a woman of a few words with this pile. It's more about the looks, people looking at you, and you don't share your thoughts. Because 4 of Swords, we naturally connect with a person not speaking up, being more quiet and shy and reserved. Even the King of Cups energy is very reserved. More of that energy of a person who feels things instead of says things. And the nest also tells me like you're keeping the thoughts or valuable things or something here hidden. Yeah, you're protecting it. There's boundaries here. So you're holding back. You're the sort of person, pile number 2, maybe you don't speak too much, or you don't share your thoughts on too many causes and stuff like that. You're not the sort of person to, perhaps you might have an Insta, you might not have a Threads account, you might not have a Twitter account. If you have a Twitter account, you just follow certain pages, you don't post yourself, you don't put a caption underneath your pictures, you are in that mysterious sort of aura. Some of you could be the dark feminine type. If you're a guy, you could be someone who has an Insta account. Maybe you post, maybe you don't post, but you're there, you have an active account, but you just watch other people. There's just this energy of like hiding or concealing your personality, not sharing too much, holding back a little bit, being more shy and reserved. You could be there to connect with your family members. Wolf is the family pack, so You might be there, you might follow your friends, your family, you might interact with them, you might be more active in the DMs, chatting and maybe leaving comments on other people's pictures, but you yourself might not post a lot, might not share a lot. You could be someone who maybe steps out of the house, you get dressed up, you post once a month, or you post a picture, then you don't post for 3 months. There's a bit of this elusive energy, mysterious energy, dark feminine vibes. But this pile, you could be a guy as well. You don't have to be a feminine energy person. We do have King of Cups also, right? So it's more about community, keeping in touch with people, but also not making waves or sharing too much. You could be someone who respects their privacy a lot. You could be a person with a lot of perhaps water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That naturally makes a person more introspective and more reserved, perhaps shy and introverted as well. You could have Taurus placements. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Maybe you post with your partner. Okay, you just post your partner. Perhaps it could be an influence of your partner also. Maybe your partner, before you got together, earlier you used to post a lot. Now there's been a sudden change, or something about maybe a change also. Maybe earlier, or when we're growing up, we tend to be more expressive. As we mature, as we grow old, we tend to become more reserved. We don't share as much. So there could be a bit of this change also, or this could be coming through with the partner as well. Okay, we have here Shravana Nakshatra. This is, I think this falls in Capricorn. Yeah, and this is connected with listening, ear. So see, you're the listener, you're not the active communicator. Four of Swords also gives that same message. And we can hear also, we can see the side profile. We don't see the person, their like face. We only see the side. And here also, it's almost as if the person's reading a letter. So this energy is not very engaged in a way. Second thing I'm noticing, I thought there was another card with the fox. I pulled 2 cards. Anyway, we'll come back to that. But fox here also speaks about a person who's slightly sneaky. Fox is very cunning energy. It's a very strategic energy. This animal is known for their brains. Very cunning and clever. So you observe other people. You notice them. It's a very Scorpio sort of a trait. You like observing people. That's why you have an account. You could even be spying on other people. You like to watch people. But they're up to, you keep tabs on everyone, but you don't share your own business. It's that energy, sneaky energy a little bit. Doesn't have to be negative, but you're someone who is in the loop, but you don't keep other people in the loop. Fox is about having all that information, being a little sneaky. You might come across as a person who never uses social media, but you know everything. What's up with everyone? So it's that energy, being clever, shy. Clever and cunning. It's also that energy, usually when we ask a question, there's certain people who have a way with words. They don't even answer. Like, they give you an answer, but they don't even answer that. It's that energy, pile number 2 of the fox. So that's your energy. We also have here the chiromancer, delivering news, collaboration. So you might post every once in a while about what's up. Let's say you post about your partner. Maybe if you got engaged or married, you would post that. If you had a kid, you would post that. But outside of that, you don't post a whole lot. So you deliver the news, or you're on social media to get the news. And then collaboration. You might post collaboration. You can do collaboration with another account on Insta. So maybe you're someone who posts with your partner. You don't post anything yourself. Or you post with your friends, family, but otherwise you don't post a lot. Okay, but you're there to see what's up with other people. We have here Saturn. Now let's move more into how you're perceived. So the way you're perceived is, you're perceived as the fox. You're perceived as the Saturn person, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Saturn is about being less expressive. It's more professional, serious energy, more of even you can connect Saturn with mature energy. So the way people perceive you, they see you as a very mature person. They might even perceive you to be older than your age. Just the way you carry yourself. This is not speaking about your looks. 11:11 on the timer. It's not about looks, it's about how you come across. You seem very put together, very mature, old soul, emotionally intelligent sort of a person. Now, you could be a person who has some sort of work that's connected with social media, so you might only be active because of your work. So that's why you're being perceived as the Saturn. It's professional, it's serious, it's not emotional, it's not expressive, it's not romantic. Maybe romantic with your partner, but Saturn is less expressive. It's when you speak with Saturn energy, you're not showing your emotions. Okay, professional is the best way to describe this energy. So that's how you come across. You post a picture, you might not even leave a caption. That's why person is just wondering, okay, it's a pretty picture to look at, that's it. You don't give a whole lot away. Okay, Saturn is more of Jupiter's expansion. You're giving something away, generous energy. Saturn is contraction, so you're not giving a whole lot to people. Okay, you're in a way like taking from them. You're soaking up all the energy, but you're not sharing much about your own self. We have first house, we have Leo. So you come across as a very glamorous sort of a person. Depends on how you post pictures, what your style is, all of that. But I was getting that energy here as well with the glam. This fox, the way it looks like that, black tie sort of an outfit. So here also with the Leo lover, a lot of people could find you very attractive, pile number 2, whether you're single or not. There's this romantic vibe also that people feel towards you, especially if you're a female. Doesn't matter whatever your gender is, the people that you're interested in, they could look at you and feel like, wow, this person, because you don't give them a whole lot. So there's a lot of questions in the mind. So they make up stories, they cook up stories, they fantasize, they perceive you as the ideal lover. They feel like, because there's so much gap, you don't fill in the gaps. So people just assume things about you and they see you in a good light. They find you very attractive, good looking, put together, classy, someone with high standards. You also seem like self-obsessed in a good way. Like you're only focused on yourself. You're not looking for attention. This is how people perceive you. This person is not fishing for attention. They seem very secure. And seems like the person is busy. They have a lot to do in their life. They're not on social media all the time. This is how you're perceived. You could even post about your hobbies if you have any sort of hobbies or something you do to pass your time. Okay, you could post selfies as well. Now the fox has appeared. See, I remember I pulled 2 cards and fox came out. So fox, adaptability, adapt to the changes that are happening. So the way you perceived is a person who can do it all. And you seem a bit mysterious, a bit, you seem like an intelligent, sharp person. Maybe you do write here and there, or something that you share with people do take you to be someone who's not just a pretty face. They see there's an intelligence here, there's an intellect here, and they see you as a person. Maybe you show multiple things about you, like multiple sides to your personality. Maybe you post your looks, but then you post your hobby, or something about your house perhaps, or something or the other, maybe your career, your work. So people see different sides to you and they just assume that this person is good at multiple things. Like adaptable person, secure person, also mysterious. There's a lot more that people want to know. They're curious about you. This is what I'm getting. Here we have empowered and being enough. Both the cards, the imagery is kind of similar, which is interesting. You can pause and read this. Maybe there's a message here for you. But these 2 cards together tells me people view you as a very empowered person, secure person, mature, self-sufficient, and someone who does not need attention. So you seem like the ideal partner. A lot of people could have romantic feelings for you. They might desire a partner exactly like you, pile number 2. So you create a very, very good impression through your social media on people. Let's look at the tarot to finish the reading off. We have 9 of Cups repeating here. See, we had 9 of Coins come out here. It was in reverse. Here we have 9 of Coins. So even though you're not giving a whole lot to people, you're holding back. You're keeping things for yourself. 9 of Cups is a card of sufficiency, independence, but you don't post that on social media. You're not the sort of person who's single and then you'll post a post oh, being single is the best, being single is this, that. No, but you project yourself in a way that anyone would want to partner up with you. So you're doing it in a very clever way, and the way people perceive you is a self-sufficient person. This person could have anyone they want. They have good money, they seem put together, they seem like hardworking, their career seems to be going in the right direction, and they have a lot going in their favor. So if person wants to pursue you, they would have to impress you. This is the energy you give off. So self-sufficient, happy person, independent person, Queen of Wands. See, empowerment, empowered person, confident, magnetic, good looking, taking me back to sweetheart and the fox card. Very beautiful, very good looking. This seems like a person who has a skincare routine, or a person who exercises, takes care of their health, maintains their hygiene. That's your energy. Maybe you could post something about that. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. So this is really nice. You seem very attractive. This is again taking me back to Scorpio energy, dark feminine energy. We have the Hangman. So see, water element is quite strong. Hangman, we connect with Pisces, and then we had a bit of Scorpio also, bit of Cancer. So you're an enigma, you're mysterious, you're feminine, your energy is passive. There's a lot of questions on people's mind, and they just wonder about you. They daydream or they fantasize about you. They just keep wondering, I wonder what this person is like, I wonder this, I wonder that. This is your energy. You create a lot of space for people to miss you, to think about you, to wonder about you. And you seem like a very serene sort of a person, like you're doing good on your own, very self-sufficient, or just this energy of person who likes spending time by themselves, person who doesn't get lonely easily, person who enjoys even isolation, a person who's comfortable in their own skin. This is the energy you give off. Okay, so yeah, people perceive you in a very good light. They see you as the ideal partner they could have, and there's a lot of mystery, there's a lot of distance also they sense with you, and there's a bit of respect, there's a bit of attraction. It's nice. The energy is a little different than pile number 1. So I hope this resonated. Take the message that resonates. Not every single message is for you. If you like my videos, you want to support my channel, you can engage with the video, you can join the membership, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, all of that. You can give me suggestions also. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Keep manifesting, keep leveling up. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing how you're perceived by others on the basis of your social media or what you post online. So that's the reading for today. If you have any other video suggestions, leave those down in the comments. Also give me feedback on today's reading. And speaking of social media, I remember I did a members video on content consumption. It was more of a guidance based reading. So if you're interested, you can check that out, join the membership. It's available on all the tiers, so you can join any tier, it'll be available to you. So let's start today's reading. Pulled a lot of cards today for a change. Last reading I did, I used 2 decks and 3 cards. Here we have like massive, I used 13 decks today. So let's start the reading. This is the card for you. We have number 6. The numbers can be significant, always pay attention to them. This is the card, it says clouds, and obviously we see a cup of coffee. We have here number 7, bouquet of flowers. I think I did a reading sometime back and this card came out. Maybe it was pile number 4 in that reading, not sure. Let's take 2 more. No, actually take 3 more. I'll add more as we go along. I'll start out with what you post, so you can watch that portion of the reading. If it resonates, you can watch the rest of the reading. I'll start with what sort of content you post or whatever you're posting, and then I'll move into how you're perceived on the basis of that. So here we had the clouds, we have death, this is Scorpio energy transformation, we have money, and we have number 5, tree. Number 5 and 6 came out together. Interesting. Okay, pile number 3. I see a lot of green for you. Maybe Mercury is prominent in your chart. Lots of greens and blues. Some of you could have Mercury in Pisces. This sky blue sort of a color is connected with the zodiac sign of Pisces, or perhaps Jupiter also. Anyway, what am I seeing here? You could be someone who could be posting quite a bit about your growth. I see growth in your life. Pile number 3. Something has changed. Maybe you've had a glow up. There's been a transformation. Or if it's not happened yet, it will happen. I feel like whatever you used to post, or however you used to post, maybe you posted very infrequently, or you barely ever posted. Now you could be posting more. Or if you used to post a lot, now you don't post as much. Okay, there's been some sort of a change or transformation, especially in the way you're perceived by people based on what you post. You could be someone who has more of like a LinkedIn account also with money. I don't know why I'm thinking of LinkedIn. I don't know what app you're using. With the other 2 piles, I was getting a bit of that message also. With this pile, I'm not getting. You could be using any sort of social media. But there's been a shift in your energy. There's a bit of this abundance mindset that you picked up. Maybe things are now falling into place for you. Maybe you've run into money, or come into money, how people say it. So the way people perceive you is they see you as a rich person. You could be that sort of a person who maybe you flaunt your money, or if you're, let's say, female, you might have tons of perfume, you might have tons of makeup, or you're posting about your makeup that you're using, or you post like tagging brands in your outfit, OOTD. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. So people just perceive you to be rich. That's one message. Secondly, there's a bit of this fantasy sort of element to you, where people could have a lot of questions on their mind about you. And because of this transformation also, because of this change also, people could have a lot of questions. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And you seem like a happy-go-lucky person. You could be someone who posts a lot of picture where you're happy with your family, you're with your friends. Tree also makes me think of the family tree. So you could post with your family, your friends, people around you. You're surrounded by people. You could be out and about, maybe having dinner also at someone's house, or there's a bit of coziness also in your pictures. Maybe you post a lot of your food that you're eating, maybe flowers, or when people get you stuff, maybe you're a person who gets a lot of gifts also. You could post that as well. But mainly the message here is about growth and people being a little confused, people having questions. And some of you could be even posting about your career. Maybe there's been progress in your career. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. There was one more message I was getting, but now I can't remember it. Glow up energy, yes. With flowers, it can speak about good looks. Your looks have improved. Yeah, smile. So some of you could be posting, maybe you post a lot of pictures where you smile. You seem like a happy person. You seem like a joyous person. Okay, people perceive you to be someone who's a fun time. Yeah, that's one more message I was getting. 5, 6, and I just now noticed 7. Interesting. So there's a progression even with the numbers. You've grown. You post a lot about your growth. So you could be someone who's posting affirmations, or like motivating people to get better, or maybe you've made a body transformation, or you've made some progress in your workplace or in your life somehow, or motivational sort of content. Or you could be some sort of influencer also, where either you're someone who's motivating people through your personal life, personal experiences, or that's your content, or you're the sort of person who has a lot of resources. So you could be like a hoarder. Hoarder is a wrong term, but collector, you can say. People who have multiples of something, you show your collection. So you seem like a rich person, some sort of like a luxurious sort of a lifestyle you could post. So there's multiple messages here. Take the one that resonates with your situation. But overall, actually, you know what? Let's keep adding cards, then I'll sum it up. Here we have the 6 of Swords. 6 of Wands. So this also speaks about success. And again, we see the blue color repeating. Excuse me. Some of you could have Saturn in Pisces also. And actually the Saturn in Pisces just happened. Saturn moved into Pisces. So maybe a glow up time period or a lucky time period is coming for you. Pile number 3. Interesting. Maybe you're at the beginning of the glow up. So there's a big transformation coming in. Interesting. Anyway, this blue keeps coming out. Here also we have the blue moon. Camel speaks about resources. So again, people just assume you to be rich. You have a lot. Maybe just looking at your pictures, the stuff that you're wearing, the stuff around your house, or maybe your house itself, people assume you're rich, or the place where you're eating at. Something about rich, money, resources I'm getting. You also seem like an independent person somehow. So maybe the people that you're posting, they keep on changing. So people might just assume this person has a rich personal life. They're independent. They have so many connections. But a person who works on themselves as well. There's definitely success energy around you. Good looks. Your looks improving. Maybe earlier people didn't find you as attractive. You're looking more attractive now. Pile number 3. And something about career success also. So take the message that's according to your situation. We have here flattery. This is Venus in Gemini. We have Sun in Aries, assertion. A lot of people could... now it depends. Take the message. If you're the sort of person who's very fiery, temperamental, not someone who gets along with everyone, then people could see you as an egoistic person. And if not, if you get along, you can make friends with people easily. People find you warm. People perceive you as a person who has a very strong personality. If you're a female, a lot of people would assume you to have a bit of strong masculine energy also. Perhaps controlling. You seem like a person who cannot be controlled. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. A lot of people could leave compliments on your posts and stuff like that. A lot of people could hype you up. You could have followers. Perhaps this is also giving me that energy of a person who's just posting whatever they like. It's more of a, not like an influencer energy. For example, pile number 1, they took a more serious approach towards what they were posting. So there was like this desire to make it monetize their content. With this pile, it's not about monetizing your content. It's about living life on your own terms, who you are, being very genuine. And then you just, it happens by default. You're not purposely looking for that. Maybe brands could send you stuff, but you're not reaching out to brands, or there's just this organic energy when money comes to you. You seem like a genuine person. It's not that influencer, curated, made up sort of image. That's not what I'm getting. Okay, so people could flatter you. You could have a following. And I see a lot of friends also. I'm picking strong friends energy with this pile. Okay. So what do you post? You could be posting with your friends, going out and about, having fun. Life experiences, maybe going out in the nature. Also, I see a lot of nature related pictures here. Your travels. We have Purva Falguni, Kritika. Purva Falguni is naturally connected to entertainment, fun, being lazy, vacation, eating out, having fun. This is that energy. This is your content that you post. How do I make space for all these cards? Let's see. Okay, Kritika is where moon gets exalted. So it's all about experiences, indulgence. So again, it takes me back to food. It also takes me back to a person who can be a bit fiery, not easy to get along with. You could be someone but people don't perhaps like you too much. I don't want to say you will have haters. I'm not getting that strongly, but people just assume you to have like a blunt sort of a personality. With Kritika, there's this fiery nature, this warrior mentality. Here also we see this image of a person fighting the dragon. This is you. You don't get scared very easily. You seem like a brave person. You seem like an opinionated person. Fiery person. Some of you, maybe anger. A lot of people could assume, okay, this person has a temper. Okay, this is what they're assuming based on what you're posting. Let's look at more stuff. We have botanist, parenthood, legacy. We have the assassin, ruthlessness, conviction. Some of you could be a parent. You could be posting about your child. In that case, you would come across as a very mothering or caring sort of a person, someone who's the great mother or father. I'm picking up feminine energy here. Someone who's also beautiful. So if you're more of a passive person, more sweet, I see that energy here as well. But if you're single, you don't have a child, you don't have a family, you're posting about your career, yourself, all of that, you seem like more of that assassin, ruthless, blunt person, strong personality. Okay, independent person, someone who controls others, commands the respect of the room. It's not that energy of a person who gets influenced very easily. You influence other people, you control other people, you don't get controlled yourself. Okay, but if you're this more of this female energy, more like motherly, nourishing, nurturing energy, then you seem like a very sweet person, sweet, gentle. Also, this energy of maybe some of you could be really into plants or flowers or botany, stuff like that, because I'm noticing the tree here, and I'm noticing some of the other symbols and imagery on the card. So you could come across as a person who maybe you post about plants, flowers, beautiful, cute, beautiful things. Okay, so it can go either way. Earlier I was getting just the one thing, but now it's kind of splitting. The video is the reading is splitting in two different directions. We have Taurus here, similar to this botany card. See, someone with resources, money, finances, good looks, nurturing person, but also this fiery nature, Virgo and Mars on this side. Or you could have two different sides to your personality, perhaps. Take the message as it resonates. Parenthood, legacy, you could be a parent. Taurus, Virgo. Virgo is a bit of critical energy. Mars is a fighter, warrior mentality. Masculine energy is high. This is what I'm seeing. We have 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. See, you're a person, even 11th house is one of the income houses, so a person who has resources, money, and someone who's perceived really well. There's also a social element to this card, so I feel like you could have a bit of following on social media. I'm not saying you're like I said earlier, purposely trying to be an influencer. You could naturally just have a bunch of people following you. It happens organically, and then you could post with your friends. There could be a desire to become an influencer also. I'm getting one more message. So some people might feel like, oh, this person's trying to be an influencer, or they might talk crap or something like that. But overall, yes, you do have that energy to attract people, attract followers, subscribers. And you seem like a rich person. Again, that message keeps coming up. You seem like also a good friend, pile number 3. I think a lot of people would love to have your lifestyle. A lot of people would love to be friends with you or hang out with you. This is the overall energy you give off. A lot of people like you that way. Just to hang out with you. You seem like a friend, is what I'm getting. Okay, here we have frog purification, clear out the clutter. So see, you could be a person who has a bit of that tendency to hoard things, or to have that hoarder mentality where you buy some, like, multiples of something. People also get PR, right? That's why they tend to accumulate stuff. So perhaps that energy is showing up here. This is Scorpio also. So that death, transformation, something where people's opinion of you, the way they perceive you, has changed. Okay, they see a shift in you, they see a change in you, pile number 3. We have here ambition. You can read this card. Ambition tells me with money also, and all these cards about growth and success and progress. Tree, 6 of wands. The bouquet of flowers tells me you're a person who's glowing up. You're becoming more ambitious. People are noticing that about you. You could also be someone who's becoming more career focused or more ambitious, or you could be gaining a following, becoming an influencer. Actually, people are picking up an ambition in you which maybe earlier was missing. That's what I'm seeing. Career somehow seems to be the focus. I'm noticing a lot of blue in this pile, and blue is the color of Saturn, but also this light blue can be connected with Jupiter. So maybe some progress in your career is happening. That's why your career seems to be very prominent. Money again. See, it's interesting. With pile number 2, we got 2 cards of foxes. In this pile, we got 2 cards with money. So it's the same message that keeps on repeating. That's why maybe I should pull less cards. But what happens is, after a certain point, same messages keep coming up, even if you use different decks. So also you can read this if you want to. I just wanted to let you know. Money keeps coming out. You seem like a rich person. This is how people perceive you. A person with high standards, person who's rich, person who's making a lot of money also. Lately, maybe there's been this energy. People feel like there's growth in your life. You're expanding and you're making more money. People will also be drawn towards you because you seem like successful person. So naturally that draws people in. For tarot, we have 3 of wands. Here we see the person riding. Not riding, what do you call it? I don't know, like climbing up the ladder. Yeah, climbing. So future, energy, progress, growth, all of that. We have judgment here. So that shift. Judgment is judgment day. Something has been passed. There's been a change, a transformation, a realization. So that's why I'm picking up this energy of maybe you've become more ambitious lately. Maybe you've noticed, oh, I do have a following, people follow me, so why not become more active, or why not monetize this, or something about maybe coming of age, or finding some inspiration, finding your life purpose, something about you, pile number 3, where you seem like a switch has been turned on. Earlier you were more in the default mode in your life. You came across as very likable and sweet, friendly, but now there's a bit of this, maybe this assassin energy that's been activated. So yeah, maybe the opinion of you has changed over time. We have King of Cups. You seem like the nourishing person. We have Taurus, we have Botanist. So there's a sweet side, there's a fiery side. Earlier maybe you were leaning more into this feminine energy. Now you're leading more into the masculine energy. This gives me the energy of Scorpio and Mars. So even this story, this folklore or fairy tale, whatever it is, connected with China. And when I think of China, I think of ambition also. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. I hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know your thoughts, how you perceived. Did it resonate with you? Let me know. And if you like my videos, you want to support the channel, you can become a member. You can leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, engage with the video, and obviously leave some suggestions if you have some. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Keep manifesting, keep leveling up. Bye guys.